Okay, in this video I'm taking apart, well actually I'm not going to show you me taking it apart. I started taking it apart a few years ago just to fix it, shoved it in the corner, and then I looked at it recently and saw that the screen was actually cracked. So I'm just going to salvage the parts because I can't really fix this screen. It's pretty hard to do. Maybe it's impossible or close to impossible for anyone. It's probably easy to rebuild it from scratch, and I can't build a screen. So, yeah, the liquid crystal display, the liquid crystal display is cracked. I just got cracks in it. But yeah, this is a Sharp liquid crystal TV model LC-52 LE830U or something. So if you find one of these or something similar, you might want to hold on to it, even if it's broken, because it has some great parts in it. So I'm going to go through the parts with you. Not going to show you taking it apart, but I'm going to show you the parts. So this first piece is it's the metal backing behind the plastic, I guess, and it holds the whatchamacallit, the LCD screen and some other things. So I'm going to show you what's in it. Okay, so here's the metal piece, and then there's yeah, that's just a piece of steel, and then here's a piece of plastic sheeting. Maybe you could use these for a greenhouse or something. Another piece of plastic sheeting that's a little different. I don't know what you could use those for, but they're pretty big. Here's another plastic sheet. And then the unusual thing is this here, which is a Fresnel lens that's very flexible. I haven't tried using it. I don't know how high quality the focal point is. But I thought only projection style TVs had those, but I guess not. Okay, and then here is the plexiglass plate that you could use as a support for the... Oh, look at how dirty my hands are. Isn't that disgusting? Write down in the comments how disgusting I am for having dirty hands and whether or not it should be put down. Okay, and yeah, you could use the plexiglass sheet to make windows or whatever, but you're going to need support for that Fresnel lens, which is flexible. And I would use that as support for the Fresnel lens if you're going to use that. Okay, so next, here are the wires and cables from the TV. Here's the first circuit board. There's a lot of cool parts on there. Several big capacitors, smaller ones, some inductors and transformers. There's some heat sinks that look like they have MOSFETs under them. Then there's another one. I see two MOSFETs facing with near the bottom, middle, a little to the left. You can see there are two MOSFETs there. Then there's some resistors, big high wattage resistors, and some high wattage diodes. All kinds of good parts on there. Alright, and here is the other circuit board. There's some computer chips on there and various other things. Here's another circuit board, two more actually, with some stuff on them. Here's alright, this is the Wi-Fi chip that connects to Wi-Fi for your TV. Here is the receiver for the remote. There's a infrared diode thing there that detects the signal from your remote control. So there's that circuit board there with that on it. Then there are two small speakers and a large one. Two thin, long circuit boards with a little bit of stuff on them. Mostly those tiny rectangular capacitors. Here's the remote that I found with it. Another circuit board with a few minor things on it. Alright, and then here's some of the scrap metal. Here's two other pieces of scrap metal. The one on top has rubber feet on it. Those are pretty heavy pieces from the base. Alright, and then here are a few pictures of the LED backlight. It's just two pretty big aluminum heat sinks, and on the left side of them there are LED strips, so you can use those to make a light, and I recommend keeping them attached to the aluminum heatsink if you are going to use them, because they'll probably need a heatsink to take away the heat, but otherwise you have some big pieces of aluminum which you could use. And there's the item number on it. Couldn't find much on Google. Alright, and then the other thing I wanted to show you, see, I cracked this ferrite protector that protects, and I want to show you how to take them off. I tried prying them off, but you actually just want to twist it gently, and if you keep twisting it, it'll come right off. It's glued on with something sticky, some sticky tape, and then it comes right off if you twist it. But I cracked the first one, unfortunately. And this is what it does. It holds the ribbon. So yeah, you don't want to pry it off with a knife because you'll crack it. Alright, it holds the ribbon there, and I think it protects it from radio frequency or something. Radio waves that might cause interference or something like that. Whatever those things do. But that's kind of cool, and I don't know, maybe it's good not to crack it. Alright, so that's all of it. The main things that are unusual about this LED TV were the Fresnel lens, and I guess the backlights had pretty big heat sinks on them, and then the circuit board was extra large. But the main thing was the Fresnel lens. I didn't know LED TVs had those, but this one does, and it looks high quality. So yeah, make sure you grab those, but don't take them apart unless you're a professional like me. I'm a professional, you're not, so you can't take them apart, but I can. Yeah, so make sure you, whatever, subscribe or something. You're not going to, no one's going to watch this, but yeah, there we go. Yeah.